Hello, I'm Dhanya Rajendran and you're watching the News Minute. In March this year, a woman in Bengaluru filed a case against former Karnataka Chief Minister and BJP leader BS Yediyurappa, accusing him of sexually assaulting her minor daughter. Hours after the story broke, a handout was given to journalists. This was made by someone in the police department, which listed out 59 complaints that the woman had apparently filed. This was to create an impression that she was some sort of a serial complaint giver. We at the News Minute went through each item on this list and we found that the reality is very different and much more complex than what was portrayed. The woman passed away on May 26th and her family has finally decided to break their silence. I spoke to her 25-year-old son who has decided to take the fight forward. Thank you for speaking to us. My first question to you is that the complaint was lodged in March. The assault allegedly happened in February. The complaint was lodged in March. Your mother was at the forefront fighting this. She passed away a few days ago. Why have you now decided that you have to speak up?
From the very beginning, it was my mom who was talking to different activists, NGOs, meeting police officers, like asking for help, and nobody was doing. And I was always in the background listening to all her pain about nobody's helping her, and she's constantly like going door to door for help. The reason why I wanted to speak right now is because uh, her death has obviously shaken the entire family, and we definitely wanted to bring the truth out about like what has actually happened. And the 53 complaints which they say, or the FIRs which the media has brought it out, it is definitely not like that. It is just petitions given again and again to, be it the chief minister or be it the police department or the commissioner, not taking actions against whoever it was given against. It is only 2 or 3 people whom she filed a complaint against, and the rest, everything was petitions for requesting them to take action against the same.
So basically, you're saying there were no 54 or 53 FIRs or complaints. Your mother had complaints against 2 or 3 people, but when action was not taken, she would give petition after petition.
Yes.
So, first thing we should make it clear is that the list is not 53 FIRs or 53 police complaints. I think there were around 5 to 6 police complaints. The rest of them were all petitions she gave to the Home Minister, to the Chief Minister, to the Chief Secretary, and to the Police Commissioner asking for action. Tell me, what was the first complaint that she gave? It dates back to 2015, right? Could you explain that?
So the first complaint was given against my cousin brother, okay, who sexually assaulted my sister. She was 8 or 9 years old back then, and we got to know only a year later about what had happened, because he had threatened my sister, telling that he will kill me, my mother, and my father together if at all she goes and tells it to them. So, my mom had shown a video about sexual education to her. It was an animated video which to educate the children, young children, about bad touch and good touch. So it was a video about that, and that's when my sister opened up to my mom and told that this has been happening for a long time. And immediately the next day we had gone and given the complaint.
It must have come as a huge shock to your family, right? But your father, mother, everybody was in agreement that a police complaint had to be filed.
Yes.
Your mother has passed away. How are you intending to now take the fight forward?
All I want is justice for my sister, okay, and I will proceed with whatever has to be done again speaking with lawyers or whomever I can find help with, and we'll see how we can go forward with the case regarding the same.
Let's first look at the 2015 complaint itself. Tell me what kind of a family was yours before that?
So we were a very well-off family, well-to-do family. Okay, I personally was, you know, very comfortable, and my mom loved me way too much. She was never like this before. She was very caring, and she always kept to herself and just we two kids and my dad. Um, we had two drivers like to drive us around wherever we needed to go. We had house staff who are always more than three house staff who were taking care of us. And so
They were
yeah,
both in the IT industry, your mother and father.
yeah. So my mom and my dad, they met at a workplace, okay, in an IT company, and so their journey started from there. They kept building their career together, and so they made like multiple uh, like properties and wealth. They grew wealth like from scratch, from having to do nothing, right? And then this incident happens in our life, and it literally destroys the entire family, because again, the cousin was from my dad's side. My mom uh, my mom was very angry at my dad.
Even she also suspected him at one point of time that he was helping his family.
she she suspected him, but he kept telling that no, it is not. I will always support you, and still he is like telling me to pursue this case. So I know for a fact that he wants to get my sister justice. Okay, and even though he might have deeper relations with my cousin, he doesn't care about that. He wants justice for his daughter.
The reason why I asked is one of the cases that your mother filed was also against your father, right?
Yes. So
And
she,
a few of the other family members.
yes. So when it comes to the other family members, definitely they were putting a little bit pressure on my mom to take back the case or take back the complaint. Okay. But it was very clear from my dad's end or from my mom's end that we are not going to take back the case. But somewhere my mom thought that my dad might like give in to his side of family and would like let it go, but obviously that didn't happen.
It's not just against your dad, right? At some point, your mother also filed complaints against you, but that was to do with business.
Yes. So again, uh, my mom had given a small amount of money to me and asked me to like grow this with, so I mean grow the business with whatever money I get, and that's all she could give me, okay, as a son. At one point she came to me telling that she wants that money back. I said I cannot give you that money because I don't have it, and so
That's when she filed the
that's
complaint.
when she filed the complaint against me.
In between, you said my mom was not like that. What did you mean by that?
So before this case, my mom was very supportive towards me and my career, it may be. So she supported all my sports career. So I played state level basketball, played national level basketball, and even played one international match as well. So she was the one who like kept supporting me in whatever I did. And I used to be very open with whatever happening was happening in my life, be it my love life or in terms of education, what I wanted to do. I always had high ambitions, and she always supported that. She always made me meet people who could motivate me. So yeah, she was one of the best moms any son or daughter could get. 10 long years of hardship, I think it'll definitely change any person who is like constantly in pain. And it had changed my mom as well. She was not like how she was before. The definitely um, the love and care which she showed back then was like not much there right now. She just wanted to get my sister justice, and that's all was there in her mind. And yeah, it affected me a lot. I also had no direction on where to go, because again, because of this case, my parents separated. They got divorced. My And I didn't have my father frequently to look up to or to take guidance. Even my mom was busy with so many things. So I had to figure life on my own and how as it came.
Why did your mother approach BS Yediyurappa?
So again, it is for the same reason what she has been doing from past 10 years. So my mom is a Lingayat, and Yeddyurappa is one of the main leaders when it comes to the Lingayat community, and we thought that he will be the right person, okay, to help us because of his reputation and his him being a former chief minister. Maybe he could like help g- get my sister justice. So we had approached him, and we had gone to his house requesting for help regarding the same.
But you were not there at that time when they went. Your sister told you about what happened.
Yes.
When your sister told you about what happened, what was your immediate reaction?
Again, I was infuriated by it, and I told my mom that why do you have to go to such people when there is never going to be justice served? And it is constant pain again for my sister and my mom continuously, because nobody is going to do anything about it. Nobody is going to do anything about it, neither the police department or the judiciary or anyone for that matter.
So you feel that there's no hope left, that there's a 2015 case now. Now there is a case against BS Yediyurappa. That it is just dragging you and your sister through a lot of difficulties and nothing will come out of it?
I really want to come out of it one day, and but my mom has fought like a long time, more than 10 years, for my sister to get justice. And I just don't want to walk away and like make her death meaningless. So I just want, maybe I'll give my fight for it, hoping that I might get justice for my sister.
And what about your sister? How could she deal with all this? Because she was way younger than you too.
I mean, I think she suffered more than any one of us, obviously, because of whatever happened to her personally. And everywhere, like, my mom had to take her even to be with the police, and she had to repeat the same story again and again, again and again. For a fact, I know that it would be very traumatizing for her to talk about the incident again and again. Why does someone have to talk about the incident again and again? Even after being it such a heinous crime, like, can't she get peace for once?
And now she has to go through all this again because a second complaint has been filed, this time against someone powerful like BS Yediyurappa, right?
Definitely, I mean, he's a very influential person, and but what he did is wrong. And again, my sister has to go through all this again, speak about this to the police again or the lawyers again. It's again a traumatic cycle of whatever she had to face, from say 2015. Again, that's what she has to face again.
But is she getting support from her school, from her friends?
She has a few friends, but again, schooling has been stopped because she's not able to like study. Obviously, I understand her position that and she has to take care of my mom. My mom had few health issues. Yes, I know that. So she was there with my mom, taking care of her. And yes, for a brief period of time, she has let gone of studies because of all this.
Your mom, if I'm not mistaken, had kidney cancer and lung cancer, and she had been treated for both. Despite this, she was actually going every time to petition, right? What was that willpower that she had that she kept going, kept going?
I mean, my mom is one of the strongest person I have ever seen in my entire life. To be constantly defeated by the system and to still try, thinking that yes, the government will do something, the department will do something. Okay, not every people are the same. She kept believing it, and every time it was the same result. Nobody kept helping her. In fact, e- in fact, the incident with Yeddyurappa happened in February. It took us one entire month to get the FIR registered against him. Just because he is a former chief minister i- or a very powerful politician, why, why was justice delayed? Why was law and order delayed? Isn't he also a same person under the law? Aren't we all following the same constitution?
BS Yediyurappa has not even been arrested in the case, so there were demands which were made. And one of the primary reasons was this whole notion that your mother was giving many complaints, that she was a serial complaint giver, right? How are you going to now fight this?
So my open statement to this would be to go and understand what exactly was the complaints, or was it petition, why was it given. If someone sits and actually analyze it, they will come to an understanding that the system kept failing at multiple levels. And that is when we, like a common man, what else can he do? He can approach the court, or he can approach the police asking to take action. If they are not taking action, what else can the common man do? Again, he will give a petition to take action. That's all my mom did. Again, whatever legally we could do, that's all she ever did.
What happened after the incident in BS Yediyurappa's house? There was some sort of confrontation, right? There was a video which was doing the rounds.
Yeah. So one person who knew Yeddyurappa very well came and met my mom and took my mom and my sister back to Yeddyurappa's house where the incident had happened. And they forcefully took my mom's phone and deleted the video which she had posted it on Facebook, and threatened threatened my mom and my sister that there would be serious repercussions if at all my mom or sister pursues this case forward.
Did a lot of people dissuade her when she tried to file a complaint?
Yes, a lot of people forced her not to take this case, and in fact, it took. I told you right. It took an entire month for us to like get the FIR registered against Yeddyurappa. We reached out to the commissioner. We reached out to the chief minister. We reached out to the home ministry, and in fact, also the prime minister's office as well, to take this thing seriously and make sure some action is taken against this. But I don't think anything has happened. And right now, also, even after the FIR being filed, no action has been taken against him.
Your mother is now no more, and for many years, your family has been suffering. Uh, you've gone through a lot of difficulties, as you've explained. Where do things stand now for you and your sister? How do you hope things will pan out? But what is your fear about how it may actually turn out?
Again, to be honest, we both are a little scared because, again, these are very powerful politicians, and they can go to any extent to do whatever they to protect themselves, obviously. So we are a little scared, but again, like my mom, I still believe there is hope. There is justice to be delivered, okay, to my sister, and we will fight for it. And let's see what happens. Hope we get justice, and eventually in life things get normal. We get back to doing
Mundane, normal things.
mundane, normal things. Maybe go on a trip after this, take a long holiday, and just try to like let go of like the traumatizing past, and just pray for my mom that she's happy with.
My final question to you is, how would you be remembering your mom as a person, and how would you want us to think of her?
Um, if you see in all the documents, my mail, like my mom has written it to all the departments. In the last, she used to write warrior mother. So maybe that's how even I will remember her, as a warrior mother. She did everything what she could for her children, her family, and yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for telling us your story. To all those people watching, do go to the newsminute.com website. We have a long text story on this where we have explained in detail what these cases were that was filed by his mother. You can read that and then come to a conclusion as to whether was she a serial complaint giver or was she just a woman fighting for justice. And to everyone watching here, remember that we are able to bring this journalism to you only because of your support to us. So do read the News Minute, do continue watching, and do subscribe. Thank you very much.